Disclaimer, no tomatoes were harmed in the making of this film. This is Tom Tom tomato. It's my big tomato, all of my pins in it. I will not be taking it apart. I love him too much. Today I am going to take apart this weird little tomato thing. It's supposed to be for pins. I don't know what's inside of it, so I'm very interested to see. I keep getting these in little sewing kits, and so I'm gonna just take it apart. Looks like each one is a string across the bottom. So I'm just gonna keep snipping away. And I think these are glued down with like hot glue, this little piece on the top. Yeah, definitely glued on there. And looks like this is sewn with some kind of white thread. So I'm gonna pull that. I have a seam ripper, but I don't know about you guys. I can't keep a seam ripper to save my soul. There's that little white thread it was sewn on with. Apparently this one is just a piece of styrofoam. I can't imagine that would stand up very well to being stabbed over and over again. Turn off the flash so you guys can see it a little better. The reflection on that white wasn't helping, but I don't suspect this would last very long, even with the thread. I mean, not the thread, the fabric over top of it. I guess it kind of does. This is a decent material, I guess. Unless you're going in from the top. It'd be hard to lose a pin in this one, which I have a hard time with a lot of my other ones. It does just look like it's a little pouch, though. My little one's trying to steal it while we're doing this. So that is apparently all this is. I wonder what's in this little strawberry. That's what I call it, the strawberry. It again looks like it's held together with glue. I'm going to turn back on the flash. Alright, so I'm going to just peel this little thing up again. It's like the leaves where the stem connects it to the plant, I assume is what they're trying to do here. And it is held together with some string. And this looks to be sand. Yeah, looks to be sand, just like regular sand. I guess sand sharpens needles. Neat. Now I get to clean up the mess. So after cleaning up my area, I decided to stab this a few times, and as you see, it's already got big holes in it from where I've been stabbing it, because when you stab it all the way through, it like pops out bits of styrofoam. So I think that in the end, you're going to end up with a very messed up tomato. That's what I call my pin cushions. That's what they look like. and it's going to all end up in this little weird baggy thing, and it's not going to hold your pins very well. I have another tomato that I got in a thing, but it seems like it's made out of probably stuffing. And I think that it's going to hold up better over time, although it probably cost more to make. I'm not sure where exactly I got this one. I think it was in a sewing kit, but I don't think it was a dollar store sewing kit. I think it was a sewing kit from Michael's. So I'm going to take this one apart now too. So I'm going to start with the same thing I did last time, and I'm just going to slice these strings at the bottom, take them apart. And then I'm going to pull off of this at the top. It's definitely got some fluff in it. You can see the polyfill already, or as I like to call it, teddy bear fluff. Okay, so I'm gonna try to open this one up. I don't see a string on this one the way we had on the other one. It seems to be, oh, there it is. Can you see that? It's right there. So I'm gonna snip that. And now we should have it poof open pretty quickly. And yep, that is definitely fluff from a teddy bear. It's called polyfill, I believe. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. But that ball was in this tiny little tomato. Just to give you some perspective there. I think that it would end up working better overall for your pin cushion though, because it doesn't come apart when you stab it. Just makes me wonder what's in my Tom Tom tomato. It doesn't feel like this stuff. And it doesn't crack like this stuff. So now I'm going to actually take the bag itself apart and see if I can recreate it, because I'm weird like that. It's all this polyfill that's still stuck on it. And we've got some string holding it together here. Looks kind of like a bell, doesn't it? Or a flower when it's turned upside down. It's kind of neat. Also, apparently there's a seam on this that you can barely see on the tomato itself. All right, so here is our tomato entirely unrounded, and then I'm definitely gonna have to find my seam ripper. I just don't really want to. It requires a lot of looking. It took a bit, but I found it. So all right, well, that is very simple. That is like ridiculously super simple. I wonder if this other one is exactly the same. Well, that step was just the same. I wonder why they always use this ugly red fabric. It's just what everyone's come to expect, so it's standardized. That's boring. I don't like being boring. I think that these are the exact same size. They just were filled differently. I think otherwise the process is the same. They're slightly different color. It's hard to see, but it is very slightly different color. One's like a little bit darker of a red. And one is a little bit bigger lengthwise, not lengthwise, widthwise. But otherwise, these look to be the exact same. They're just tomatoes but they start out as rectangles. Interesting. That's it. Thanks so much for watching. Tune in next time for a video on making a tomato out of some space fabric. It'll be a space tomato. It should be fun. Thanks so much, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time. Bye.